It didn't work out in my favor. They maxed him out.
Maxed him out.
They maxed him out.
They
Yeah.
give him
20.
20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, keep fighting the good fight.
Thank you.
You know, that's the name of the
Loss
game.
that I suffered in trial. So
It's happened to us all.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get probation once, and they smacked 25. I was like, so.
luckily he's had some credit, so he only has about 8 years left.
So Mr. Butt, come up. You have all these problems with money, all these issues with money, and yet you come in a Gucci jacket. Really? Really? What kind of foolishness is this, Mr. Segumbada? This is, I choose to spend my money where I want to spend it, and I'm not going to spend it on an interlock. That's what that
I didn't even know
foolishness is.
I had that. This is how it's.
Everything you tell me goes in one ear, goes out the other ear. Perception is reality, Segumbada. Okay?
Sir.
Anything less? No, it's disingenuous. And basically just, that's all it is. Disingenuity. So the deal is this, is that you have a very great program where you have the opportunity to get this thing dismissed, and you continue to play games. Is your device in lockout now?
It's my device.
It's a yes or it's a no.
It's been locked out since last week because it cut down my battery.
No, it's lockout because of one reason, and that's because of money. That's the only reason that what we know of it's in lockout. We called, we checked before you even got here. So we know you're $800 in arrears, and that's why you're in lockout. The only way for you to do it is to get back into good graces with them with either a payment plan or you pay it in full. So this is what we're going to do. I'm not going to play this game anymore.
I'm sorry, sir. I wasn't locked out because of payments. I had a payment plan with them for $120 every month.
Probation fees are.
Yeah, it was just my probation fee.
The device.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them with payments.
So is he in lockout now or is he not in
He's in
lockout?
lockout
Service.
with the device.
Yeah, I did my service every
They're
month.
not going to lock out the device because of probation fees.
No. Yeah.
It looks like he was blowing low on the device.
Oh.
No, I was
Going with the device now.
No, the device was messing up with my battery. So it always messed up my battery. So once my battery cut off, it locked me out. So I have to call them up. So this is one thing I've been dealing with it. So I always make sure.
Give you until next week to get the device back in operational status. And if you fail to get it done, you are out of the program. Do you understand? You are lucky that Bioji is nice enough to stay on the case and not withdraw as it is with the games that you're playing with him and now with me. He may take it, but I'm not going to. If you continue to fail to have it, I'm just going to revoke your bond, put you in jail, and give you a 10-day trial
Thank you, sir.
with your Gucci self. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
So today's the 1st. He has until the 8th to get the device in.
And just to be clear, is it that if he pays the back fees that he can be released from the program? Is that what's keeping him?
No. So what happens is if he gets the device back in from lockout, they want to extend it for 3 months
Okay.
to ensure that he is good because he's been in lockout for all that time.
Okay, so he needs to have a good 3 months of no issues.
The
Along
next,
with-
if you get it operational within the week, we will extend you for 3 months, but I'm going to put you on notice now. If it ever goes into lockout again, you are out of the program immediately, and I don't care what your excuse is.
I need to understand that this device is messing on my battery.
I'm giving you a week.
They always lock me out. So I always call them or send them email. I'll make sure I always do my service calibration.
Where
all
did
the
you
time.
go get the device?
Somewhere in Georgia.
And you need to go back to where you got the device to have it either fixed or exchange it for a different one. Or you get a different car to put it on. because something is happening that is creating it to go in lockout. If it's not the money, then it's something else. To me, I don't care about excuses.
Probably just get a different car. I'll move it from.
Whatever you need to do.
Is it possible to go from car to, if it's the issue with it running out the battery, to on person?
No,
Okay,
because they want to make sure that it's in a car so that if he's driving, he doesn't have alcohol on board. That's the spirit of the program is that you're not consuming alcohol while you're driving. That's it. I will give you a week.
Get a different car, sir.
You need to do whatever you need to do. If you fail to get it done in a week, you must be back here on the 8th, and then we will set your case for trial. If you get it done, then we will extend you for 3 months, but you are on notice now that if it ever goes into lockout again, you will immediately be set for trial, and I don't care what your excuse is.
I'll get a different car.
Understand.
I promise. Sir.
So don't wait until Thursday to go try to make everything work. Monday morning, I would immediately go to where you got it to do whatever you need to do to get it fixed. Do you understand?
I'm gonna get a different car and put it different.
Whatever you do doesn't matter to me, Mr. Bada. It doesn't matter. Just do what you need to do to get it working. And then what we'll do is we'll roll this case to Friday, come back. We need proof that he's actually got it done and that it's operational. We're not going to take your word for it. You have to give us proof that it's done. Then we get a 3-month extension and we'll go from there.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for being so humble in allowing and staying on the case for him.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
He's my brother, same country.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
So Friday, can you go ahead and ask me to reset? Friday, the 8th. You have to do it Friday if.
How does she even have it?
No, because she said she's feeling sick. I just gave it to her just in case. She had it just in case it was.
Why are you here?
You said because of my ankle monitor.
You're not charging it. Battery's dead. Is the battery still dead?
It has a vibrator. I'm not sure.
Is it operational or not?
Yes, sir.
I asked you to do one thing. What did I ask you to do? If I drug test you now, what's going to show up? That doesn't mean anything in our line of business. Pregnancy in the line of work that we have doesn't mean anything. I have people here that are still using when they're pregnant and they have no clue what they're doing to their body, what kind of disaster they're creating to a human life, and what kind of lifelong babysitting they're going to have to do, because if you don't treat the baby well while the baby is in your tummy, it's like a little flower, right? Flowers need sunlight, they need food, they need water. And if a flower gets that, they grow into a beautiful flower, right? Same things with a baby. If it doesn't get the love, if it doesn't get the food, the nurturing, the prenatal vitamins, it's not going to grow into the beautiful flower that it normally would. I want to send her for a drug test right now. And then we'll have her come right back. If you fail to go take a drug test, if you fail to come back, it's not going to go well. Do you understand, Ms. Brown? Okay, take your seat for a minute. Michael, do you have an offer on this case, on Ms. Brown's
This
case?
is Miss Brown, Judge. Let me check.
I mean, it's 500 days old. It's so old that it's grown hair and it's sprouting legs.
This is Lyrindia Brown.
Yes.
Our offer was time served on the ABI dismissed the criminal mischief. It looks like we had a plea filed on the 23rd of September. but I don't know if it went through.
Judge, I told Abel we were going to.
I called him. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
joining us. I have Miss Brown in front of us, and she has failed to charge her device for the last, I guess, 3 days. Why are you not charging your device?
I just got out of the hospital Wednesday.
Why are we in the hospital?
I had gallbladder surgery and it's making bowel reflex. So I've been sick since October 14th.
Is everything better now?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because they can't do nothing because due to me being too far along in pregnancy. So I just have to deal with it and take the medicine that they gave me.
Did you make sure that the medicine is going to jive with the baby? You got to make sure anything you put in your body now, you've got another life in your tummy. If you take the wrong thing, it'll impact that baby. And the last thing you need is to become a lifelong babysitter because of something you take impacting the baby. There's so many drugs out there that can contradict what it can do to a baby. Anything you put in your body, you got to make sure that it is not going to harm that baby. Taking prenatal vitamins so that you know that the baby is getting enough nutrients as well. So, all right, I'm not going to ding you on it, but I need you to start charging it again.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to do with this case, Abel? It's nearly
Judge,
5 days old.
It's already set for trial, Judge. It's set for trial on December 10th.
Oh, did you know that?
I did, Judge.
You did.
There was a plea, but I think they backed out of it and said it dropped it. Yes.
This is what
I'm sorry, Judge. I've spoken with the prosecutor that handling the case. I forget exactly what her name is right now off the top of my head, but she's aware.
Morgan?
We spoke about. Yes, we spoke about it this morning.
Okay. All right. So are we keeping with the trial date then?
Yes, sir. I spoke to her about it again today, and I reviewed the offer and the possible deferred offer that could possibly be given. She said she was not interested, that she did want her jury trial, so we're ready for trial, Judge.
Okay. I'm glad that you're negative. Just remember, your life is not about, do you have children now?
Yes, sir.
How many kids you got?
5.
5? This makes 6?
Yes, sir.
How many fathers?
1.
Okay, good. It's really hard to have children, and now you're on your 6th. Kids are really, really expensive. Just treat that kid with love, respect.
Okay.
All right. So we'll have you sign a reset, and then we'll see you December 10th, ready for trial. Okay? All right. Stay in touch with Abel so that you guys can be on the same page about trial.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, do you have her number? She's got you, Abel?
Yes, sir. We've been communicating. Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
What?
Significant criminal history or kind of?
I haven't, there is out of state. I don't know what you would call significant, Your Honor. I would call it medium.
If you keep, when you show up to court, things happen. When you don't show up to court, you got to also understand that when you keep picking up theft cases, Mr. Curry, when you keep picking up theft cases, they're going to hit you with a felony because they can use this to enhance your punishment to a felony, and then you're looking at years instead of days. What did I just say? Good. That's right. I just want to make sure that you're understanding. Don't pick up any more because you could be looking at years instead of days. You understand?
These are his only Texas charges here. Seen
You
it.
can use your out of state and still enhance it. You understand, Mr. Curry? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this or undo this. You understand? How do you plead to the offense of theft, guilty or not guilty?
Oh, good.
Are you guilty of this thing? All right. I'll find you guilty. I'll send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 3 that you've done. Just be careful. Don't pick any more up. You understand?
Can I ask him a question real quick, Your Honor? Okay, do you understand these are the target cases? Yeah? Okay, that we talked about. Pleading guilty to one and they're dismissing the other one as part of the plea bargain. You understand that? Okay.
Greg, are they both at target?
Yes,
Mr. Curry,
but I want to make sure he understands what he's pleading to, Your Honor, because with the hesitation there. Okay? Theft is, taking the property from Target, passing all points of sale, okay? And so if you did that and you want to plead guilty today, we can proceed this. If you didn't do this, like I told you in the back, and you're innocent in these, I do not want you doing this today, okay? So again, when judge asked you, are you guilty or not guilty, how do you plead to that? Tell judge.
I want to tell you one more thing, Mr. Curry. When people pick up cases at certain locations, they put your picture on a wall so that every time you come in there, they might be looking. And if you go to the same place, they're going to know who you are. So as soon as you get there, they're going to have eyes all over you the whole time, and they're going to be looking at you. If you go back to this Target, they're going to have eyes on you the whole time. Do you understand? So probably be good, but just don't go back to the Target here. You understand? Are you sure you want to still do this? Are you guilty of the offense? Okay. Okay, great. All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Curry, good luck, man.
All right, come on this way.
Today.
Okay, great. So I guess we'll roll it to Monday then.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Judge may approach.
Bobby Steyer. He's got a bond violation.
Ready? Come up, Mr. Steyer.
Not sure why he has this device on his phone.
I don't know, but a bond condition is a bond condition. And when you don't live up to the bond condition, there are consequences, just like anything in life. When you have a criminal case, you have conditions that you have to live by. And when you don't, there are very serious consequences. Mr. Steyer, you're on bond for fleeing a police officer. So the report is that your device is in lockout, and it's been in lockout since 10/24.
Judge, can we address the need for this bond condition?
I don't remember the case, so let's do PC real quick,
Yes, Judge.
and then we'll go from there. All right.
So on August 17th, 2024, at approximately 2 a.m., the officers observed a vehicle with a defective tail lamp and tried to initiate a traffic stop. The vehicle had ample opportunities to stop at multiple well-lit parking lots, but drove 0.46 miles of the final stop location. The defendant had red glossy eyes and continuously, I apologize. The defendant had red glossy eyes and the vehicle was running, and the officers also observed a slight odor of an alcoholic beverage from the defendant's body. The defendant had slurred speech and repeated, "I'm just trying to go home. I came from work," but the defendant could not specify his place of work. The defendant denied drinking alcohol, and the officers found an open container of color XO brandy container under the driver's seat and a Taurus pistol under the passenger seat without a holster.
So what bond conditions were on there that they're alleged him to have violated? Let's see. You want to help me out?
Sorry?
This is Steyer,
Yes.
please.
I have one here. He doesn't have any previous violations. It's just that the device is in lockout.
What device?
The ignition interlock device.
So they put an ignition in a lock. I guess the magistrate put an ignition in a lock on it.
Charged with DWI.
Yes, conditions were ordered on August 28th. And
I get it, but he's alleged of alcohol in the car. I don't know how, I mean, begs the question, why didn't they charge him?
It should have been a DWCW judge. We're talking to this officer. It should have been a different charge.
I can't say this should have been a different charge. We're supposed to, officers are officers. We're supposed to allow them to do their job, and when their job doesn't rise to what folk think it should be, then all of a sudden they didn't do their job right. We want to talk to the supervisor. Officer didn't charge him, he didn't charge him. So he only got charged with fleeing. I don't understand why he's got this device on
Did
his
they
car.
do field sobriety tests?
They did not, Your Honor.
There was no DWI investigation done at the scene.
Was there any indication that he was intoxicated?
Yes, he had slurred speech, red glossy eyes.
And an odor of alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
Maybe the officer didn't think it rose to the event. At any rate, the officer didn't call it in as a DWI. And whether the state thinks it's shoddy work or not, we don't punish the defendant because the officer did shoddy work.
But we punish them for having bond conditions and not.
I fully understand it, and that's why I wanted to address the need for the bond condition as well as the bond. I understand that the machine's not working or it's in a lockout status, but I'd also like to address why. Why are we having it? So you didn't put it on there.
I didn't, but I think that it's a reasonable restriction when it is, for all intents and purposes, they just didn't charge it because maybe they had an officer that was a rookie, didn't know what they were doing. I can't tell you how many reports that I have see here that might as well have been written in Mandarin, you know?
From the defense perspective, this is.
I understand
that
it.
We have to work with, and if they've got a rookie or if they've got a shoddy investigation, that shouldn't be his fault. Then that's their
But
issue.
it is his fault for not complying
Absolutely.
with the bond condition. Guess what happens now, Mr. Steyer?
Just don't say.
What? What can you possibly say that can help?
I don't, like I was saying, I don't understand why it's locked. I called the people about it. I told them never, like, it's a troubleshoot with your device. We'll try to figure it out on our end. But they never gave me no information about what to do.
He can remedy that today, Judge.
No. I want to figure out now. I'm not going to let him go and then try to figure it after the fact. I'd like to do it now. What do you think? Do you know why it's in lockdown?
I don't, that's what I'm looking at right now. So, because for all of our other devices, we have things sent to them, but since we have third-party vendors for the addition error log, I don't see anything on the 24th or past that until the email sent to the DVR.
Do you mind looking into, please, as to why it's in lockout? It might take a little bit.
I
And
understand.
have you take a seat in the jury box while we figure this out, and then maybe 5-10 minutes, we'll come back and we'll
I
see.
understand.
And then,
From the defense perspective, we should still address the need of this. I mean, the officer is part of the state. He is part of the state's witnesses. They didn't make the allegation. They didn't file the charges. I'm still contesting outside of the fact that the machine doesn't work. And mind you, he didn't make the machine. He doesn't calibrate the machine. If the machine doesn't work, that could be no fault of his own, and we can correct that today. But if
let's do this, Mr. Slider.
Yes.
I was gonna send you now for a drug and alcohol test. Let's see what pops up. No,
That's fair, Judge.
see how he's been behaving while he's on bond.
My drug test comes back with nothing on it. It will leave.
Yes. This question is if this drug test is free and clear of any alcohol, any drugs.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll do,
Send you
Judge.
for a test now. And if you're clean, it'll go a long way for you. If you're dirty, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Sir.
My only concern, Mr. Steyer, is public safety. Nothing else matters in my life. And if you're gonna play adult games, or if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes or you get adult consequences, right? When you act like a child, we treat you like a child. If you do great things, then we congratulate you and reward you, right?
Sir.
Okay, just take a seat for a moment here. We'll be
Thanks,
back. All right, Mr. Slider. You know, he's in lockout because he failed to go get it calibrated. Not because of this, not because of that, because he didn't call, no. You failed to go get it locked down, or you failed to go get it calibrated. That's why it's in lockout. I send you to go to test, and now you're testing positive for alcohol. Guess what happens now? That's right. actions have consequences, Mr. Steyer. He goes with you. I'm sorry, but I can't continue to do it, man. It's unacceptable.
Judge, are you revoking his bond? What are you gonna set the new bonds at?
5,001.
5,000 more than the original bond,
Oh,
which is 5,000.
what's it at now? Is it 100?
Let me check.
It's at 100, so 5,001.
So $5,000 bond, okay,
5,001, yeah, okay.
okay.
Goes with you. All right. Sorry, Kavita, but
It's okay.
it's just too much.
Thank you, Judge.
Pretty good. So I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. All I know is that your lawyer is asking me to, I'm assuming, set him a bond, right? You know, you're wanted from somewhere. I don't know for what. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to set you bond. I got to get to know you in the short time that I have you here to see, are you a danger to my community? If we give you a bond, are you going to go back? I have no idea. So let's get to know him. Amy?
Judge, so he's wanted from Guadalupe County, New Mexico, aggravated battery against a household member with a deadly weapon. As the court knows, he's also being called in the 351st for credit and debit card abuse.
No, I had no idea. Say it.
And I believe they also just filed a motion to revoke his probation on fraud use.
He's on probation too.
Yes, and they're motioning to revoke as well. He also has 2 bond forfeitures, quite a bit of history with burglaries and.
My gosh. Whoa. So since 2007, possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, evading arrest, possession of a controlled substance, felon in possession of a weapon, attempted evading arrest or detention, tampering or fabricating evidence, evading arrest and previous conviction, burglary of a building, possession of a controlled substance, burglary of motor vehicle, evading arrest, credit card abuse, burglary of a motor vehicle, evading credit card abuse, possession with intent to deliver, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more burglary of a motor vehicle, failure to ID, possession of a dangerous drug. You're on probation for a fraud. You pick up a new credit card abuse, and you want me to set you a bond?
Can I please tell you something? If you don't mind me speaking.
Don't talk about the case.
I'm not talking about no case.
Okay.
I was in here, been held on the case for defendant violence in New Mexico, right? And they just got called ATW twice. They did not release me. I was not released. They sent me back to my cell, and since they didn't release me, they ended up putting a credit card abuse on me. Now, I don't know, where that falls in or whatever, they just put it on me.
So if I can give you a brief synopsis of the timeline, Judge.
Sure.
So January 15th, he waived extradition for his New Mexico case, which is why we have a fugitive. He also had a Dallas County hold at the same time, which means the Dallas.
Here's another.
True, but Dallas County had 10 days to pick him up. So they did not pick him up in those 10 days. So let's say January.
I know that. I get it.
Let's just say, okay, so they didn't release the whole, they should have released the whole 25th. They didn't. What they did is instead, 3 days later.
Talking the Dallas County hold.
Dallas County hold.
Okay.
So what should have happened is that on the 25th, they released the Dallas County hold, which at that moment, there was no locals or anything pending, and they should have started the timeline for New Mexico to come pick him up. But instead, Dallas did not release the hold until I believe the 29th, because conveniently, on the 28th, the DA's office filed 2B charges on a credit card abuse from a case that they had had since November. So it just,
December. I see here, December 22nd, 2024.
I'm sorry, from December, you're right. So it just seemed like the timeline expired. And I believe Mr. Kimball's just really upset because if it should have worked like it should have worked, then, why didn't they release the hold in time? Why didn't the DA's office file it? It just seems like they're sort of dragging it along. I understand that he does not have a bond on his felony cases, and they did file the MRP. He has an attorney there who is going to be requesting to set a bond there. What Mr. Kimball is asking is a bond here, even though, and I said, he's going to be making the bond there in felony. So let's say his bonds get set in felony and his bond gets set here. He wants to bond out and go to New Mexico, address that case, and then he said he'll be back and forth. He's already got the MRP and the felony credit abuse case here. but he wants to be able to fight them in the free world, and he is willing to go to New Mexico, turn himself in. I've been in contact with his mother. And I guess just because of that lapse in timeline, it's kind of like why we're here, because, you know, in part,
Yes, ma'am.
if you have anything else to add, I think he just feels kind of screwed by the system on this. Is there anything else, Mr. Kimball, that I missed?
Nah, did she send the video to your phone? Oh, all right.
In 2023 alone, Mr. Kimmel, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In one of the misdemeanor cases, you have presumably a bond at 5,010, which tells me that you've taken off on that case as well.
I
You're on
never ran.
probation. You had a hold out of Dallas for, what did he have a hold out of Dallas for?
Violation.
Out of Dallas?
You're hopscotching with the states with the criminality,
No,
man.
I got
can't.
on. Look, I had all the cases together, and they gave me probation in Houston and Dallas. See, that's what you don't know. They dismissed a bunch of them cases has been dismissed, and I've been to trial twice. A bunch of them cases has been expunged on their record right there. That you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But they gave me probation in Dallas and Houston. Dallas supposed to transfer my probation to Houston. They did not transfer my probation to Houston. That's how I get a violation in Dallas. I never violated by kissing any new case. Only time I caught a case is when for the New Mexico, say something happened in a family violence 2024. I never even been to New Mexico. The girl wrote a statement on me saying that I violated whatever. I understand. I know I don't supposed to tell you nothing, but I got videos. She's saying everything that she said is a lie. I don't even supposed to be having the case for I wouldn't even supposed to come to jail for that case. She has the videos in her phone. She can show you. She's showing her ID, everything, made in a whole statement saying that everything that she said to me in New Mexico is a lie, bro. I'm just dry getting hold for this case.
We really.
I understand it.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, sir. I understand it.
It seems to me.
Yes, sir.
You get out, you pick up a new case. You were out, you just picked up a new credit card abuse 2 weeks ago. December 22nd, I mean, maybe 3 weeks ago, you just picked up another case. You're on probation in Houston. You're on probation in Dallas.
Sir.
You got an open case in New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
I can't possibly give you a bond, Mr. Kimball. You know, I think that I need to protect my community. And if I give you a bond, I'm scared that something else is going to happen. I don't want you to pick up a 6th or 7th case, you know?
I ain't pick up a case. I came to jail for a case a year ago for New Mexico. I was already on probation.
Picked up.
No, they just put a case on me while I was in custody. I didn't never get caught for anything. They just put a case on me while I've been in custody right now. This time, waiting on New Mexico and Dallas to come get me. Case on me. They just put this on me.
I want to make sure that there are no more new cases get on you anymore. I'm not going to give you a bond because, Mr. Kimball, you scare me. You know, you do.
I never had an aggravated case. I never had an aggravated case in my life. You see my record. I never had an aggravated case.
I don't see. The only thing I see is
saying everything you're saying. I never had an aggravated case out of Harris County, Dallas, anywhere in Texas, ever. Ever.
I believe you, but it's just way too much baggage, dude. Way too much.
But I'm saying you can't just set a bond on the case, and when I go to court, you know what I'm saying? I talk to my other judge. She give me a bond on them cases or whatever, where I can go handle everything that I need to handle so I can get out and be with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, so say if they do set the bond when I go to court, because he's going to give me a court date in like a week or two. I'm going to go to court. They're going to set a bond for me. So they set a bond. Now I got to come back to your courtroom again for you to say, oh, well, I'm not going to give you a bond or whatever. They got 14 days to come get me. When actually I really supposed to already been gone to either Dallas or New Mexico because they called me ATW twice and they said they was not going to come get me. And we called to New Mexico. New Mexico said they didn't have any knowledge of me even being in jail on their warrant.
Is New Mexico, have they stated that they're going to come get him?
Our indication at this time is that they want him, Judge.
Okay, they're going to come get you. You know, the problem is that 14 days is told because you've not made bond on those cases upstairs. Once you do make bond at that point, that will get the 14 days for New Mexico to come get you. But Mr. Kimball, you've got a ton of priors. You're on probation in two different counties. You got okay, regardless, it's too much baggage. I'm not going to give you a bond. You scare me, dude. That's it. Really, sometimes the bill comes due. Now is that time. It's not going to happen anymore. Okay, thanks.